in context for everyone here, all you gotta do, if
No, we're ready.
Oh god, it took me a minute to actually get up and focus.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Let's see.
Hello.
Thank you for the follow.
Oh, we're starting?
Hello. Yeah, we're starting.
Thank you, Queen, for following.
hello, everybody.
Queen, thank you.
Damn queen.
You might want to adjust your things there.
Damn.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the
Thank you, Dad, for the
Syndicast.
follow.
My name is Gravy de Mortem, and this is my lovely cast of heathens. We have on my left Foxtailed Games.
Oh, so you're introducing us.
Yeah. Introduce
I'll
yourself.
make a statement. Hey yo, what up? My name's Foxtail_Games, also known as Shim Luna, and welcome to the stream.
I like how it went all like Japanese traditional in the music when you came. Anyway, on the right we have Band, who's not in the band. Hello, how's it going? Introduce yourself.
I like turtles.
Yeah, like fucking turtle. Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I like trains.
Wait, what? Anyway. I get that reference. I'm old enough. I've been on the internet long enough, I think. And then all the way over there in the back right, we have the Indominus Jack X.
Shallow, my probably non-British roots.
Okay.
Did you say shalom?
Why do you have to make
Shallow.
that... What?
What?
I just don't question anymore.
No, whatever. Being
Why are you like this, Jack?
British is his
Variety.
personality.
Via-
Viagra?
That's-
Comes with British
Variety. Oh no! Oh my god.
British people don't know how to
Lucky
do English.
boy.
I understand him.
I am not
Fucking
English.
fortunate.
That's why I'm not English. You fool.
Exactly.
Welsh.
And the opposite to me.
And over there,
The V-Mon of blacks.
the fire hydrant
What's good, Spike
boy.
Remon?
It's
Oh, fuck
the
you.
Black Vima.
Yo,
Why you still wearing that motherfucking mask?
do you pay me to take the mask off?
I could.
What?
Could also just tell you to do it.
Wait,
True.
it's the street.
Oh, he hates
or-
those commands.
It's funny
Wait,
though.
Oh yeah, I
street
fucking
or-
hate Lich commands. Yeah, I fixed it.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Lich commands.
He really hates
There's
those
a better.
commands.
I'm allowed to
It's
now.
fine. It's funny. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
ha.
It's not.
Okay, that's
It's
fine.
not. It makes me want to defy them every time I hear them.
I just have to
break free.
Tries.
Become a lichling.
Like I try.
Okay.
Become
I don't
a
want
It's
to
a
become a
funny
Lich King, but
little
I'll-
hee hee ha ha.
and
It's
follow
not.
my
Cause
orders.
y'all recommend me to do the dumbest shit ever.
Cause it's funny and you don't agree with us because you don't have a good sense of humor.
No, but y'all don't. I don't agree because it's always towards me, you bastard. You.
Not
No,
always.
No, that is a
No,
lie.
not always you. If anything, sometimes we try to heckle with you.
I want to run most of the time. Y'all try to Lich command me.
Wow.
That
Introduce
just sounds
yourself,
like
Kingpin.
cowardice.
Oh yeah, I already did.
Got those
Hi, I'm
statues.
CEO, Kingpin founder, Mortesian Syndicate, ruffler of feathers, murderer of the bird, etc. Ciao.
You ruffled.
What kind of
I
bird?
thought that was David that did
You
that
kill
job.
Fukuro?
No, you animals. Y'all are thinking too goddamn literal with a fucking metaphor. You animals.
He said ruffler of feathers. That was Fukuro.
Ruffler of
was David.
feathers. Ruffler of feathers, meaning I start problems.
We also have our audience.
And
No,
then all
Ruffler,
over
and then
there.
you stuffed pillows.
Shut the look at the wall.
What?
Look at the wall.
He touched Fukuro's tail feathers.
Yes, yes.
That
this
was
is our
David's
lovely audience.
illegitimate baby.
Thank you.
Be good.
Illegitimate? What?
It was the one who... It was David's baby, not David's.
What?
You mean wrong?
Fucking fortunate.
What the fuck are
The
you talking
statement,
about?
Grant said ruffler of feathers. I was like, oh, so it wasn't David who ruffled Fukuro's tail feathers. It was Gran.
Oh my
Fukuro in
God.
character was Gran's daughter for a while. That's
Oh my
weird. No.
Were they?
Yes.
Were
I
they?
adopted them. I adopted
I
them
didn't
from
know
Stolas
that.
because I assumed that Stolas was a bad father and just abandoned them on Earth.
Oh.
And I was like, well, okay, I
He
guess I'll
never
take
said-
this bird child on as my own for a bit.
Fukuro has never said this.
Because they're
They
Yuki
never
now.
acted like that. No, back when they were Fukuro, they never said any of that.
Unfortunate.
Damn.
Sucks.
I guess I'll have to get a new one.
Oh God.
Yes.
Does anybody know?
Oh God goes in.
Does anybody
No,
know
don't
any
take
good
Robin.
children, to adopt? Anybody know any good people that need to be adopted?
Not on this topic.
Anybody? Anybody know? Anybody needing a new last name?
I already took a
already
new
have
last
your
name.
last name.
Depends. What's the last name?
I don't intend
It's
to
okay.
get
Morte?
You can't ask me that question.
Commander, it's okay. Commander,
Man,
don't
I'm
look
going back to door kicking.
That's even the thing. Shion can't take a Morte no matter what. No.
See now. If you said that to somebody who had no idea what the fuck mortem meant, I imagine they probably think, oh, is that an Undertale? Mortem?
No.
Fucking joke.
My whole statement is people actually know what Grand's life is, Grand Vita Mortem. It's the irony of his name is Grand Life Death.
That's not the full name.
I know, but it's Grand Vita Mortem. Your name is Grand Vita Mortem.
Yes.
Grand Life Death.
Yes. But the full name is
I
Grande
don't know how
de...
many people actually notice that.
The full name is Grande de Clavitalis Octa Mortem, meaning live a big life and die
Yeah.
seeing all.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you would have made it love, death, and life, I don't know what that would have come out as.
Eros Vita Mortem.
No,
That
the
sounds-
Eros
Yeah.
Mortem Vita, from like the way Jack
That
said it.
sounds cool. That sounds.
No, it doesn't.
Sounds like a spell.
It do.
Eros Mortem Vita!
Sounds like some Harry Potter bullshit.
I have made the whole
Oh,
statement
we watched
already,
too much
and
fucking
lines
Harry
like this
Potter
would
as a kid.
actually be a terrifying thing. She owns kids. I've already described what they're going to be. One of them's going to be a swordsman, and the other one's going to be a mage.
How is that terrifying?
Because a spirit mage. And Shion's already a kitsune.
Because it's fox-tailed.
Ironic of a kitsune already delves in spirits.
Backwards long jump.
That shit crazy.
So that would just amplify like the natural ability of
That's
dealing
how you
with
make something
spirits.
actually terrifying. Backwards long jump.
Backwards pole vaulting.
Yeah.
Is that
Backwards pole vault.
backwards pole vaulting? Okay, now hang on, that's an injury waiting to happen on that one.
Welcome to hypothetical episode.
I want it to be possible. I really do.
Just,
The backwards long jump?
The backwards
Back-
pole vault.
Also, for those wondering,
The
for
backwards.
those wondering what
It
the
probably
topic is
is.
today, for those
I'm googling
Right on.
backwards
It's just
pole vault.
chilling.
is just
We are
chilling.
just
There
vibing.
is no
We have
specific topic
like
today.
we have a certain amount of energy today.
Talk, tell
So
stories.
everybody settle
Do
in.
whatever.
Settle in. It's gonna be a long one.
A long one. Are you sure?
Don't
Not that.
let
Probably
it
not.
be
I
that,
might pass.
please.
I might pass on the table. We'll see.
We'll go
Yo,
for
he
like
might- he
we'll
was
go
fucking
for
passing out in Volt.
we'll go for an hour or maybe an hour and a half at the latest. Cause we got some things we gotta do. There's some boys in the Engineers we gotta go say hello to. There's some after business to be done, and etc., etc.
Oh God.
Why you say, oh God?
Backwards pole vaulting is an actual thing.
Anyway,
Wait, really?
Wait, is it actually?
Yes. Yes.
You know
Yo,
one
send
thing
the,
we
send the
can do,
link.
Grant?
Send the link.
What?
Wait,
What is
wouldn't that just be
today's
running
We
topic?
definitely should thank our
there's no topics.
amazing audience for coming out.
No topics? Oh, don't. No.
Wait, what?
Guten Tag.
I'm saying we should probably thank our amazing audience for coming out.
Yes. Hello, audience. How are you doing?
Oh wait, we're the audience. Oh hi.
Muy bien.
Not.
Gummo is currently streaming the
I
audience.
showed you all the audience. You'll be alright.
You got Bear, you got Dangor, Gum, Darren, Brasinos. Wasn't Junker here? Where the fuck are they?
I think we
yeah,
got
they're-
it.
They're back there.
Oh, there. Okay.
Outside.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I can't
just
see them
went
behind the
outside
door.
by accident and saw them.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're crippled behind it.
I don't know. They're doing something. My cat! And everybody say hello to Luna. Both the cat
Hello,
and
Luna.
the person.
Hello.
Oh, kitty.
Yeah, he just pole vaulted backwards.
Oh, wait, so, hang on. Okay, hang on. So, are you telling me he ran backwards and just kind of...
No, he ran.
Yes, Jen, I'm dead.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, he ran backwards and pole vaulted backwards.
Oh, nice.
Just.
Wow.
Hello there, Siskalos.
Environment today.
I think reality left.
What do you want from me?
Whatever physics he was going with.
Cause that
When will the pain and
requires me
madness
to
stop?
walk over to my desktop.
When will we be free?
Control C, Control V, the link.
You can always
When?
just copy and paste it.
When,
What is
my
your
people?
doing? I do not hear myself think, audience.
You.
You're so loud.
Sorry.
Fuck you.
Throw the Brock. Shut
I
your
don't-
ways up.
What? What the fuck just happened?
About these fucking stories. I don't know.
What do you mean?
About these stories. That we're
Which
supposed to be talking about today. No.
We'll
I'm
take
gonna
one.
roll
We'll
dice.
take one topic from each of the audience members on a story they want to hear us talk about, and then we'll pick from that.
Oh God.
So we'll start with Prasinos.
Oh god.
Get fucked.
That
Fuck
unfortunate
you.
prize.
That's not a topic.
It could be.
I'm gonna beat you.
It's also not a topic.
That's the joke.
What? What were you? What were you doing before the syndicate? I don't know.
Plotting suicide. Darren.
Fine. A lot.
Yeah, you gotta go around the table. Hold on.
Yeah.
We're deleting this. We don't have to delete this. We deleting
No danger bleeping that.
We deleting
You can keep
Oh, that's
that.
not my job. That's Locke's job. That'll be my job
First
when I have
talk,
to edit the
Locke has
highlights.
to already bleep something.
Locke can
not
keep
even-
that. I didn't say anything bad.
5 minutes in.
Locke's still- Look,
didn't say anything
me and Locke were
bad.
having a talk about the Syndicast, like, not even 2 days ago. We were talking about, like, yeah, future-wise, we're gonna, like, have to probably censor some shit. Like,
Thing is,
Yeah.
so far,
I imagine it being like the Joe Rogan show eventually.
You know, why would we need
Joe
to
Rogan
do
pod-
that?
So much of that shit they have to podcast.
Anyway,
Can we get away with
I was
it?
gonna discuss. Yo.
What?
Real quick question: Are we doing a Syndicast IRL on the vacation trip?
that would be cool.
Could.
But
that...
they want to go.
I-
I think that depends if all the hosts are there.
In any case,
Well, thing is, I just
You need to
realised-
go.
quiet down, animals.
Way out.
We had to get all of the topics first before we choose which one we talk about. Darren.
This is one real fuck
I
up,
had
man.
one, but I'm thinking I might save it for Veterans Day if we do one on Veterans Day.
Veterans Day? We're not doing anything on Veterans Day. I'm a goddamn veteran.
All right.
What do you day on, Grant?
No.
I had a topic that I wanted to talk about, but I don't know.
Just say the
Just
fucking
go then.
Still say it. Why you
Just say it.
Oh God!
Just say
Have
it.
any people who were in the military in your family?
Okay.
Yes.
Gum.
Okay, next question. Next question.
Next, come.
The Room 9 incident.
Oh God! So why not?
Oh,
I don't think we can
Oh,
talk
God.
about that on the cat. I don't think you can talk about that here.
Yeah, we
I
can.
think
No,
you
we
can. You
not.
just
You
need
can.
to like.
You
I
can.
can word it
Just need
specifically.
to play a game of like wording the floor is lava.
What was your
Now,
question?
do we,
Yeah,
now, do
hey,
we really want to play Russian roulette with this like that
Okay.
topic?
Fuck
you
it,
know?
man. This is
Real quick,
the
next
this is the
danger.
boundary
What was
pusher.
yours?
This is the boundary pusher.
This was the thing that I was talking to y'all about before, but the Vegas trip to White Castle.
What the fuck? What the fuck is?
Oh, you want
want
to tell that?
That's a good
You'll
one.
learn. You'll learn. You've ever heard of crystals?
That's
It's fucking crystals.
It's a
I've
fucking
never went
meth
to
trip.
crystals.
It's a fucking meth trip.
Never been there.
It was a journey. Bandy, you got something?
little burger sliders that taste like cardboard.
Broad top.
Oh God,
Oh,
no,
that's-
not
okay.
that place. Oh, I hate
Basically.
Did you say
Oh,
Among
man.
Us?
Among Us.
Drogas.
Bear,
What you
your
got?
turn.
Fuck you.
What you got?
Drogas.
Drugs
You wanna?
or draugers? Draugers or drugs?
Surprise, yell at me if I'm not reading my chat.
Draugr would be an amazing topic, but I don't think there's enough material for y'all to go
No,
off
we
of.
can't. I don't think. No, druggers. No, don't. No, we can't. We can't talk
Druggers?
about that. No.
Draugers.
Yeah, well,
No, that's what
well,
you're
Draugers.
Jack is dead.
Burgers.
Part two of Jack dying.
His mom pulled his internet on him for the second time.
No, they didn't.
Yo, if his mom pulled the internet on him,
They're
for the
not even
second
there.
time-
Their mother isn't even there. What? What band? Quiet the fuck down. I'm trying to hear band.
Jack is dead.
Shut the. I just said that. Shut the fuck up.
Why do you think we're talking over him? We knew what the fuck you were gonna say.
I didn't hear it. So for the topics, we have. What the fuck again?
What do we do at?
What were we doing before the syndicate?
Well, we do it for the
Veterans in your
syndicate.
family.
Veterans in the family.
Room 9 incident.
Room 9
We're
incident.
not.
And White Castle. And drugs.
And drugs.
Why drugs? Did Bear just say drugs?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all I have on my head right now.
Corey's
Why do you have drugs on your mind?
Bear, why?
Wait.
Oh, good way,
It's
oh
like
my
I'm
love.
laying down in bed. Laying down in bed and saying we vibing today.
Should I be concerned?
The
Quiet
the
down,
worm
guys.
is wanting to come in, so I'm gonna invite them in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm letting my mind worm in.
Okay.
What the fuck is Junie at? He usually
Thanks
never
for
passes
loading.
out since he get home.
He's just dead today. And where's Jack gone?
Yeah.
I'm going to
reloading
call into the
correctly.
studio. Jack.
He's
Jack.
Look, I'm called the studio.
Jack, are you there? Hi, you're on live with the Syndicast. Can you tell me what's it like over there in Wales?
Oh, like here in Wales. Rainy, dark, and lonely.
Have you tried staying inside and getting some bitches?
Why are you double miking?
Oh,
Hey, yo. Have you tried artificing some bitches on your dick?
I don't think that's how that works.
Have you potentially tried artificing some bitches on your dick with our new sponsored, our new Syndicate
Yo,
merchandise
I saw
line?
that art. Luna and me were actively, as it was going on, talking about it each time they were making one. I fucking loved
I
it.
know. I love them so much. And Luna was like, "Oh yeah, we'll make sure you like them." I was like, "I fucking love them."
Luna was like, they were gonna come up with like a different one for each alignment.
Yeah,
And I looked
just
at
went
them,
to
I was like, you put
she
Nefeshi
asked-
on one. Do you want Elohim?
Yeah, she asked me like, what, she said, what eyes are coming out of him, like depending on the alignment.
I didn't know.
What the fuck's going on over
Some
there?
automatons have eyes.
Shut the fuck up!
Damn.
Shut up!
Hey yo, wait, Wither got him a femboy.
I'll beat you.
Bear punch each of them a singular time. I need to remember the audience rules. Everybody say it with me. Don't talk over the cast. Don't be racist. Don't be explicitly sexual. Don't be weird. And laugh at all of my jokes.
These all seem very difficult.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
I don't know if that last one is possible or not.
You're
So what's the deal with
Gran.
you know?
You better hold on.
Exactly. Get fucked.
Hold on.
You're stroking their hair as they're laying in your lap.
I don't know how to get them out of my lap.
Get fucked.
At this point, Danger, alright, 4K. Get 4K.
Gran.
God, 4K.
Real quick, Sieran says, just because the cast is full of submissive doesn't mean it needs
at
to
this
be
shit.
censored.
That's true. That's true.
Submissive, you whole.
Doesn't mean us. I think they mean the crowd.
Who the fuck was that? Who the fuck is loading on me?
That's lying.
Danger, look at.
It's
That was
lying. I
terrifying.
told you I was letting my mind dormant. I'm letting my mind dormant.
I told you, Danger. 4K.
You were fucking with your mind. They were making you see shit.
Come, please. I don't want to be caught in 4K. I don't want to be caught in 4K.
You're my fucking camera?
No, I've ordered your chat. Get fucked. They're on the fishy now. Join the syndicate.
Congratulations, chat.
4K.
You're... Yeah,
Hold on,
join the
Fremont, can I get a
syndicate.
close
Become
up here real
lunar.
quick?
Hi, Fury.
I'm squinting.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm sorry for your loss. Okay, I'm out.
Yo, I wonder how Mortem's gonna react to shit just starting to attack because of Moon.
Grand. We're doing absolutely none of the topics that they requested of us to talk about.
I know. I'm waiting. I was gonna wait until we started. So,
Yeah.
let's start off on
right.
Prasinos's.
What have we done, or what were we doing prior to the syndicate? Y'all can go first.
Can I not?
You already gave your answer.
I didn't give the full answer.
I will go first. I will go first. Okay.
I'll go.
So.
God.
Okay, cool, right. So, while you all imagine the real-time work is rather difficult in comparison whether you're extroverted, introverted, we're young, but I think. But I've
You mean
done
y'all?
military. Shut up. So, I've been in a multitude of jobs, even though I'm only 22. I've done zookeeping, construction, mechanics, military, and also tree surgeon, which is rather interesting. But as a current, I am actually a well, it would technically count as a baker because I'm making Welsh cakes. They're a form of cake. But before the
What's up,
entirety,
John?
I was
Made out of Welsh
I
people?
was actually in the zoo. Yes, we're cannibals.
I always knew it.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Yeah. I know, right?
Instead of
This is my life.
instead of doing things correctly, they fuck their food and they feed their food to the things that they're supposed to fuck.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is this?
Welsh people fucking sheep instead of fucking people which they eat.
We really pushing it. We really pushing
Do I
it
have
today,
to
huh?
do the
We
laugh
really
track
pushing
after
it.
every joke you make?
We
Yes.
really pushing it.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
so
This is
Wait, is that why they're Welsh? Because they fucked whales eventually?
I
Oh my fucking god.
Here, do. Hold on, bear.
Welsh cakes.
Prepare the.
See, I'm
Aww.
king.
Prepare the
Okay.
aw.
So,
I got.
yeah, I need the. So, what is the cheapest price you guys have worked for? Like, in your lifetime doing work,
My life.
$7
what is
down.
the cheapest
I
wage?
think.
I don't know when to use it. Is that the?
No, not yet.
No, it's not.
I have literally all of your like sitcom sounds prepared.
Why are you pointing at me? What
What's
the fuck you want from me?
cheapest? Yeah, I was asking. asking a question.
What's the cheapest I've ever worked?
What'd you ask?
Cheapest wage.
Like, what's it? What for a job?
Cheapest wage.
My life.
With, yeah.
I was in the army. I just, I just put that there.
Federal minimum wage, which is like $7.15 an hour.
I'm sorry.
Cheapest I worked for, 25 cents an hour.
Cheapest I've ever worked. However
Yeah,
much
my
this
current
stream
company.
makes right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you're not
oh
wrong.
my god, man.
You're not wrong. I
See,
worked for the measly dollar
before
game
this,
game.
When I did mechanics, I did a stupid wage of £3.60 an hour.
What the fuck?
Is that a lot or why?
No, that's
That's
not.
How much is a pound?
Such a tiny.
I don't know how much a pound is. I'm
And
not.
now he does world building for free.
Yeah.
That's just a hobby. See, that's a hobby. That is different. That's not a job. That's a hobby.
That's true.
I do world building when I
I want to start world building so I can get commission shit.
I can't tell what the joke.
And so I said, what are the,
That was fucking cringe. Thank you.
I like that audience.
But essentially,
Okay.
here's the benefit, guys. Essentially,
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, you already answered your question. We have to keep moving. On track.
yeah, I was gonna say the syndicate gives you the opportunity for a job. Work
Yeah,
hard,
you're not wrong.
get opportunities. It's
Vimon, what was the job that you were doing before the syndicate? Or what were you doing before the syndicate?
Oh fuck. We're not gonna get dark. We're not gonna get dark today. Fuck that. I worked pretty much two places before I fully joined the syndicate. So that'd be just first, gas station, paint under. So that's probably I've got paid $8 an hour for working there. Worked only 3 hours a day. Then Freddy's. Hey Freddy's, you look at me. Fuck your sponsorship. Go suck.
How many nights did you work there?
No, friends.
At least 5 nights.
And now I'm currently at the syndicate,
Okay.
working for now I'm working for, my mom's business and my own business, making whatever I need to live, and whatever the syndicate
Ayo.
pays in the future.
Band.
Nice.
I'm gonna get like $2 from the syndicate every month.
What'd you do before joining the syndicate?
Life-wise, I had just gotten into automotive work. By that I mean AutoZone sales, car parts, and making it easily $11.25.
Okay.
Fun
Okay.
fucking how I maintained a house while doing better at my job. Point where I do a shitty ass stuff over to like I think I might have found a career job. This new job I got is comfy. I like things are kind of just like finally settling down after a shit ton of work. Fucking great.
Nice.
I've been dead ass spending like the last 5 to 10 minutes looking for the merch store and I just can't find it, so I just gave up.
Damn. It's
That
almost
was
like
an
it's
all
posted every
miserable
time in
job
my
I
chat.
I love how I'm not going to your chat because I'm gonna lag out.
Unfortunate.
You know
Go
what,
to
fuck
the
You're not wrong,
Discord and
Siren.
go to Marketplace Announcements.
That's true.
yes.
Yeah.
At
But real quick,
Grand
Gran,
Vitamortem dash shop.
what were you doing before the syndicate?
What was I doing before the syndicate? I was on VR chat. I was doing things on VR chat. I was playing Town of Salem prior to VR chat. That boy can tell you more about Town of Salem, but I can go a bit further back when I was just got out of the military, was going to community college, and actively every day fighting off those deeply intrusive thoughts of just, what if you just swerved off the road, sort of type of stuff. The Call of the Void was very, very loud.
Just grand driving, hit the little angel inside his head. What if we just swerve?
Like it's usually like it's like if you stood against like the window here. If you stood against the window here and you're just looking down, you're just like, what if I just broke through this fucking glass? Like what would happen next? Or like what if like when you're driving on a bridge?
But what if?
Like yeah, what if? And it's like I'm driving on this very long bridge that's over a river. Like, huh? Am I gonna do it? Just yeet, you know?
I have those times where I'm like walking over a bridge or something, and I'm just like, what if? Wouldn't it be crazy if my legs just suddenly just ran towards the edge and threw myself over? I mean, I know that would never happen, but that would be really terrifying if they did.
Yeah. That'd be terrifying, but like, would I stop them? Like those sorts of thoughts.
Oh my god.
No, it's not like would I stop them. It's just like, that's a terrifying thought. I could very easily just like alt F4 myself by like just running.
Why are we joking
for 4
about
seconds?
this?
Because we're broken people.
You lot can talk for yourselves.
When I go to anywhere that's super high because I'm afraid of heights, the first thing I was thinking is, oh, this is scary, but if we just yeet ourselves off?
What?
Exactly.
See,
like, any
I actually-
high up place is just like, man, what if I just threw myself off the edge? I mean, I never would. I love life. But if I did,
I don't really think like I just like see a height and I'm just like ah.
I get
I've
that.
made the statement of like the call of the void has been a thing for me before, but it's the statement of like the statement of heights like that. I would never fucking do that. To me, that would be like the worst to go.
It's because you're tall as fuck.
No.
I mean, I'm tall.
you are the heights.
You are the height.
It's also like I've done athletics all my life, and like heights is what I pretty much worked off of.
Just for context for people at home, Jack is as like for people I've met him IRL. Jack is like as tall as like a skyscraper. Like he's like canonically that tall.
Jack is a stick bug.
I'm 6'7".
IRL cannon.
IRL cannon.
What?
So, I think the start of my like, we're getting really quickly deeply into like where I assume the start of this call of the void like within me came from. I think it came from a dream like that I had when I was younger, because I can remember a lot of the dreams that I had when I was a kid, but I can barely remember them now. But one of the dreams that I had was where I was swimming in like a normal swimming pool, like my local swim park. And I looked down, and it's just like the empty vastness of the ocean. And it's just me terrified as fuck. And I'm just like, oh, I gotta get out of here. And I'm trying to swim towards the edge of the swimming pool. And I keep looking down, and I see like this creature starting to like swim up towards me. And it's like a giant humanoid fly that's underneath the water, and it's just chasing me from underneath the water, trying to grab me. And I'm swimming for all my life, trying to get to the edge of the pool. I get there, and it just drags me down and like into the void of underneath the water. I think that's where the terror started.
Ever have those like, the best way I can describe that is like backrooms-esque, like just paranoia dreams, where it's like you're in a dream, you're in an environment. Nothing is particularly wrong, but you're just like something is off, it's fucked, and you're paranoid, and then that paranoia eventually builds up and then creates something in the dream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say something like
actually about this.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Have you ever had that dream where you're trying to run but you're not moving? You don't move.
Oh yeah.
No.
And you're like, people
Every
are running
night.
next to you. Like,
Every
there's
night.
a catastrophe happening.
Damn, you shouldn't be
see the fucking
dreaming.
shit going on. People are just naturally running quicker than you.
I had a
and
dream-
You're
I-
not moving at any speed. Like,
Lately, I've
it's
been having dreams about the
horrifying. You're
Syndicate.
Like, why the fuck
Unfortunately
am
for me.
Yeah,
I have those every once in a while.
Kill you, like specific people trying to kill you.
Okay, for me, it's not people. It was a thing, and I don't know why, but this is like something I said, like, that I've told you, Grant, how I'm spiritual, and this contributed to me being it. As a kid, I had this one dream that just kept fucking repeating, was just of bats fucking killing people. And it plagued me from childhood all the way up until fucking COVID. And after COVID, it's never happened again.
Oh my god, is it a bit?
It's because of that bat
coming
soup.
along?
It's because of the bat soup.
I'm like,
Oh my
yo,
god.
yo, is this a fucking sign of bats killing people? Is this what this
Prophetic
fucking sign
dreams.
is trying to give me? Yeah, just like fucking bats coming at us, eating people. Like, the fuck? You'd see people on like ventilator systems in the dream. It's so vivid. I have a book where like I have the shit documented.
You see,
My
I'm not
parents
very,
didn't
like-
believe me until I pulled out a 12-year-old book and showed it to them.
I'm not spiritual, right? Until proven otherwise. Like, I've talked about it with y'all before, but like, I typically consider myself very non-spiritual until some spooky shit starts happening, and then I just like completely like overcompensate 180.
Bear,
you know,
Bear, you wanna
I
play-
like
you wanna
cover
play
myself in
Phasmophobia again?
crucifixes, like the power of Christ compels you.
See, that's not even spiritual.
Bear.
That's like religious. For me, it's I
Grab
believe
your-
in
Not
fucking
religious,
spirits.
but like, you know, examples.
Bear.
What?
I
You wanna
can
play
give a good example
Phasmophobia
of
again?
this. So
Fucking sure,
spiritual-
dude. That was a blast.
So a good form of spiritual would be, I'm guessing, have you ever tried doing astral projection?
I'm an
That's
astral walker.
Very spiritual.
I'm forced.
I
into
stood
that
up
stuff.
one time really quick.
I have dreams.
Same.
No.
I'm glad other people. I'm glad other people deal with this because I deal with dreams that like if I haven't decided something, I will dream about different scenarios and fucking hate it because I will pick a wrong scenario and have to live through that and wake up in the morning and not pick that one.
Do y'all,
I've done it
do
with
y'all
a-
ever
I've
have
done it
like?
with-
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Do
they're
y'all
probably
ever
like
have
that.
like dream? No, you just went in the other room, I think. But do y'all ever have like dreams that, I guess, like for lack of a better term, like predict the future in some way? Like something
Oh,
happens
absolutely.
in one dream, or like you see it.
That's
and it
happened
just
to
pops
me.
up the next day, and it's like, what the fuck?
So much so many fucking times at this point.
That has happened to me so
Okay,
many times, yet
so-
each time I've had that dream, it has been a fucked up version of what would actually have happened. Like, there was a time where I had one of those prophetic dreams where I was running outside, because, like, the neighbor's house over, like, on the other side was on fire, and I had a bat, and I was, like, trying to, like, kill somebody who was like, burning down their house. And, like, I remember running outside my house in that same fashion, in that same time of, like, night, but for a completely different reason, and it was the most terrifying, like, out-of-body thing of, like, what the fuck is happening? Am I reliving my life?
No.
That's the fucking hate. I fucking hate this kind of
I've had
journeys.
one-
If like you wake up and think, what the? Go ahead.
I've had one growing up that it was my previous job, or one of my previous jobs. I worked at a plant smoothie, and I remember this whole exact situation playing out where, like, I'm having a conversation with a coworker, a really fucking cute girl, and, like, 3 guys. I'm making the guy smoothie, and then I'm just now starting to talk to the girl to get hers, and a fucking semi drives through the front of the store. This exact situation fucking happens, and I tell everyone to the back of the store. Instantly, 2 minutes later, a semi drives through the front of the store.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
That was a whole
Damn
fucking
you.
situation that, like, I had it, and I was like, what the fuck?
I was that semi. I was that semi.
I've been getting like a lot of like so. I had a story of my
Roma.
family. Like it's dark, but I have my family just dying, and then me and depression go back to sleep in my same bed, same position, and then I wake up and dead quiet in my house. Everything's the same in the dream. It just I didn't have him check on my family. I'm like, oh, I really just don't want to get the fuck out of this room right now. I don't want to
That
fact check
sounds-
myself.
That sounds a lot like very, very realistic lucid dreaming. That.
I have a lot of lucid and spiritual dreams. I don't like dreams at all.
I mentioned, like, the whole statement before. Oh. Go ahead, you two.
all right.
Jack.
A few more of these, and we're gonna get to get back on topic.
Yeah.
We are.
I mean, there is no topic essentially. Like,
No, there isn't. We have several topics.
It's just running through them.
We have several topics.
Yeah.
happened to me. Oh, I don't know.
I guess I can just very briefly bring this kind of like I don't know if I consider this lucid dreaming, but I'd kind of like say this is more like of like you dream of something happening that's so realistic, and then it's like you think it's real, and then you wake up and you realize fuck it wasn't. Like because I remember
That's
just having
not-
this one dream. I don't know what it is.
It's the way your brain works. It's actually a thing that is shown by psychology. Your brain has learned to map out like every part of your life at that extent, and it starts making actual copies because you have already the details of these things. It's like every face you see in your dream, you may not recognize them, but every face you see is somebody you've seen before.
Yeah,
and that's the hard part to tell.
Because it's a weird thing to describe, but I've never really talked about it. It was just I had this one dream like back in middle school, of like I got woken up and I was like, yeah, fuck, I want to go back to sleep, but I need to wake up again because I got fucking work I need to do that I didn't do last night. And then I ended up somehow drifting back to sleep then, and then I imagined in my dream state getting up, doing like the homework that I needed to get overdone, then like getting dressed, eating breakfast, going to school, and then like all of a sudden, as I'm like sitting on the bus, just like driving there, just bang, I'm back in bed. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah. And I'll mention this because
Boy went through his whole morning routine.
I did.
Yeah. The statement of like the spiritualism, and Grant had mentioned this was one time like they chose the most fucked up time to show up. So, and I've said this story to you. It was my 8th birthday. My dad walked into my room after I had woken up and asked me if I wanted to eat in my room that morning. He walks out, goes to get the breakfast for me after I say sure, and I lay down, look to my left, and I just see my uncle's head float from underneath my bed, say happy birthday, and then go back under. Context this, my uncle died Christmas Eve of the year previous.
What the fuck?
That
is funky.
It was like one last fucking goodbye, and it was that. It was like, what the fuck?
Yo, Grandpa.
That shit happened.
Your man's really just decided to just traumatize you for your birthday.
He popped in. He said, "Happy birthday, I love you, but I gotta head out."
He's just a fucking head.
And I'm not joking with you. I was the legit kid who like went, looked under their bed, and was like, what the fuck?
Imagine if you actually saw
something.
something. Like, what if, in the situation that you did do that, what would you do if you saw something? Like, you're just decapitated Grandpa's head.
No, not my grandpa, my uncle.
Uncle.
If I had saw that, what would I have said? What would I have done? I don't know. I probably just would have looked at it and been like, yeah, this makes sense with how you died. You were hit by a truck, head off body. Like, I don't know what else to tell you.
Oh, so it wasn't.
So there we go, everybody. Here on our stream, we've confirmed that the soul lies in the head, not in the rest of the body.
It does not.
God. Oh, Siren's making it. I'm not spiritual. I just understand statistics, but it's almost as if
hydration. Oh god.
The human brain is good at pattern matching. Extremely good, in fact.
So,
I pat this up.
I don't know what science they tried to prove this, but after they tested this about whether people lose weight, like through souls, and then there is an actual weight to their soul because they tested it and they were lighter. Whether it's just their, I don't know, bodily fluids or something, but they tested it and they were suddenly like lighter.
So
Don't know what science that is.
There's a couple of things that come into play with that. If we're talking medically speaking, what happens when somebody dies, other than the voiding of the bowels, you also have the blood deoxygenating. You've got, the veins and capillaries shrinking with the constriction of the blood. Heart no longer pumping, therefore there's no like pressure weight that's within your body, from the blood that's circulating around. There's a lot of different things start to factor into that, inclusive of the air in your lungs that's no longer in there.
It also could be dependent as well on like how you die. So like if they source that data from like people who were hit by a car, like they would have lost blood as they were actively dying. So like it's just dependent on like the kind of corpses they're using in their data analysis.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's like
So, Grant, I have a question for you on something. It's the statement of when a person dies, you know how they say like they see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's the multiple statements of like how it is. And the one I think actually fits it the most is like, as the oxygen from your brain is being cut off, what you're seeing is the neurons in your brain start to die, which runs you through like every memory your brain has been actually able to store.
I don't think that there is scientific evidence of people seeing their entire life flash before their eyes, like upon dying, because you can't really like test that. You can't really see what they see, or talk to the person after they're dead to see. Be like, hey, what'd you see? So, in those cases, it mostly just comes up to speculation. We can't really base anything off of that because we don't know if it's an actual thing beyond, like, fictional depiction of people's, expiration. We can't really get that.
But, like, with you knowing medical, how would you think it would be? Like, what would you think the explanation is of that?
For which question?
If it was correlated to science and, like, the health of the body.
For which question?
So, everyone says that the points of like why you see the tunnel at the end and then you start to see your life flash before your eyes, the process of seeing the tunnel is actually your blood stopping oxygenation of your brain, which is starting to weaken your neurons. From there, what ends up happening is the flashing of all of your life before your eyes is the electrical impulses stop cutting through to your brain.
I got lost
and that
again.
starts sending all of the memories you've had.
I think I know what you're getting at, and I can explain a couple of things to the point of what I understand it to be.
I will be right back.
Take your time.
Yes.
So, consider first something that we have experience with, which is passing out, falling unconscious. It's usually like that one split second of awakeness to suddenly not awake. Usually by force of, external reasons, like getting punched or falling or something of that nature.
Blood force trauma.
Mm-hmm. Or, even seizures. When people fall unconscious, it's pretty much just an instant black, and or a lacking awareness of the black prior to waking up and being confused as to what happened. Because usually, with that consciousness, it's kind of essentially like your brain shuts itself off, which is the same thing as just, the same thing as dying, except this one is voluntary as a restart versus a shutdown.
Yeah.
So, if we try to match that up with what biologically can happen to somebody when their brain shuts off, then we can likely, make that connection at that point, where if it's an instant black, we wouldn't be able to see any light, even within our own skulls, of like the last neurons firing, because we don't even see the neurons firing now. Like we see what the neurons that are firing are producing.
It's not even the statement of the neurons are the thing that you're seeing as the light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the statement of your mind's last bit of consciousness before it slips. Because studies have shown, they've taken like comatose patients who've had like permission to donate like their organs, things like that. And once they have been like, hey, we're going to pull the plug, they'll study it. And they see like the portion of the brain that fires at the moments before death is the portion that does recall. It's as though like the brain is trying to refire itself, but it can't from that recall.
I wonder how long can the brain last without the blood circulation? Like, not long at all.
It's usually a minute.
Not minutes.
Where if you go without oxygen to your brain for 1 minute, I think it was. Let me get the actual like thing before I start like talking out of my ass. But this is a whole thing where the brain has like a cycle of death. Yes, it does. So it goes from like 5 to several hours. Brain cells are very sensitive to a lack of oxygen. Some brain cells start dying less than 5 minutes after their oxygen supply disappears. So we start at 5 minutes. And as a result, brain hypoxia can rapidly cause severe brain damage or death. Which, wherever that death starts to occur within the brain is where it would start to, affect the most. So if it was in like the motor systems, your body goes limp, you go unconscious, Or if it starts in like the awareness, like you forget where you are as you are suffocating, and then you start to die. Things of that nature. Loss of balance or, lack of awareness, etc. There's a whole thing that comes with it. For what it says from medlineplus.gov, in terms of the question of how many minutes without oxygen can permanent brain damage occur, which is, at the point of you're probably not going to live the same and or be dead, essentially physically. Time is very important when an unconscious person is not breathing. Permanent brain damage begins only after 4 minutes without oxygen, and death can occur as soon as 4 to 6 minutes later. Like, you don't want to be without brain, like oxygen to your brain from anywhere beyond like 3 minutes to 2 minutes. Because even in the 3-minute range, shit can get wacky.
Yeah. It's severe, like, brain damage at that point.
Mm-hmm. Depending on, like, blood loss as well as oxygenation loss. Because, like, if you're going through barotrauma, that's just, everything's fucked. Like, your blood vessels are exploding in your skin, and you're bloating with your own blood, while also not being able to breathe because you can't breathe underwater.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's what happens underneath super high gravity or something, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like
well.
A vacuum.
When it comes to high gravity,
pressure.
More so with
a
combustion, like not a combustion chamber, but like a atmospheric pressure, like a pressure chamber. Pressure chamber. Yes. Our bodies are pressure chambers. So in the case of that, it would be like putting a pressure chamber under the water when somebody's going through paratrauma or something of that nature.
Well, that was another thing that they do. It's divers. There's a place in the world where you can go live under, I think it was 40 meters underwater.
Mm-hmm.
In like an underwater habitat, and your blood starts to get nitrogen in it, and you have to stay down there and slowly over the course of 48 hours be lifted out, because if you're lifted straight out, you'll fucking die. There is so much nitrogen in you, you'll pop.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I seen a video about that.
Mm-hmm. But that's why they say, like, I know, I was about to redirect us.
Okay.
Welcome back, Ben.
But real quick, we're gonna start redirecting back to the Deem's question, which was, were there any veterans within our family?
We're gonna skip that.
No. It's a topic. We got it.
One, probably like one or two. I don't remember their names too.
Okay, so we know Vemon said 1 or 2. Any for you, Jack? Any people in your family that were veterans?
Practically almost my entire family on my mother's side. So my mum was in the veterinarian corps, and my granddad, he was part of field training SAS, upper soldiers in range, all that. But it was quite funny because when my mum said, "Oh, no, but you come do this," I'm like, I don't want to be handling reindeers. I want to be going out onto the field with big old sheeps. They're like,
Understandable.
Two people I know, current.
Band?
What was the question one more time?
Were any of your family veterans?
Growing up, not really in my life, no. Yeah, I had them there, but they weren't really in my life. I was part of the whole... My mom was fresh off the boat.
Wait, where was your mom
And
from?
I don't know my dad. Philippines.
Okay. All right.
Nice. We're all giving it a pause, like it's something that's wrong. Nice, you're from the Philippines.
No, I was just going on to the next one.
Oh my god.
But how about for you, Graham? Besides yourself, was there anyone in your family, your dad, your grandfathers?
Oh, every single last one of my father's
Mother.
side. My family, like my Irish family, it has won the award from the quote unquote government of the Sons and Daughters of Liberty, or something along those lines.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Because we've had a member of our family in the military every single generation since the Civil War.
Okay.
Whoa.
So yeah, I have quite a few military people, and on my mother's side, Navy, Army, no Marines, I don't believe, but one of my good friends from high school went in as a Marine, and myself and my other couple friends went into the Army.
Alrighty.
The reason why... Sorry, go ahead. Sorry. Answer yours, too. Now...
Go ahead.
What is it, meow, child?
The reason why I ask... The reason why I ask is because... I was looking at a picture that my grandmother has. It's of her great granddad's graveyard plaque. Comes to find out, he was a sergeant quartermaster of the Marine Corps, and he served in World War One. Yeah, it was pretty interesting to find out. But no, it was her not great granddad. It was her grandpa. Sorry.
You're fine.
So he went
for
to
context,
Camp Lee. Camp Lee, which is now Fort Lee, towards Richmond.
Okay.
Fort Lee. Fort Lee.
So.
Fort Lee. Several.
I'm gonna make the statement directly on my end. I've had one family member who was in the military that I know of, and one who was a contractor for the military. My mom's mom was a contractor. She was a truck driver, and she would drive in explosives, diesel. She would transport all their shit for them. I remember her telling me about some of the contracts that she actually got to work on that were just one wrong fucking move and she would have died.
Mm-hmm. Of that, I find it funny that Go ahead, Fox.
Otherwise, I have my grandfather. He was in the Air Force, and me and Poi actually found out our grandfathers were at the same exact base. This most likely talked to each other and most likely were in the same flight together because they were both pilots and mechanics.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So that was an interesting thing.
Very nice.
Other than that, I don't got really anybody else.
Well, me mom tried to say something.
Nothing about the military, but I found out probably a couple years ago that my grandmother was a prison what's it called
Warden.
She was my grandmother was a fucking warden. That is fucking terrifying to think about because my grandma is the kindest woman ever. She has not fucking cussed in like almost 40 years, working at a prison
Not all
cell.
wardens are like rude people or like
I
explicit
know that.
people.
I get that. But my grandmother is a very like a woman that you don't think she'll do anything like that. Like I know she's
Yeah.
probably the nice. I'm pretty sure she was like the nice motherly warden for the fucking the inmates. Because I just randomly
Makes
saw her
sense.
badge and her gun. I was like, what the fuck?
Now, that's actually what I'm looking forward to, because I turned 21 here in 2 months and like 4 days, 3 days. I'm gonna be 21 and I'm gonna be able to get my permits officially, so I don't have to run on my National Rifles Association license anymore. So I actually get to get my license. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll get my gun license when I get my driver's license.
I already got that, so I don't need to worry.
I don't. I fucking don't.
Not until you come to
Actually,
America.
14.
I just don't fucking drive.
I grew up very much learning rifles. I was on rifle team in school. I had airsoft guns and BB guns once my parents actually allowed me to. Yes, I was in ROTC.
God, I fucking hate those kids.
National Junior. Okay, I was in NJROTC, which is basically training for military before leaving high school. I did that in place of my PE because I liked learning about the military. I was interested in that stuff. So I did armed drill, I did color guard, and I did rifle team. Rifle team, I have like elite marksman, I have elite marksman on mine certification. So I was able to get an actual National Rifles Association license. And even though I am underage, I can legally have a gun.
There you go.
I mean,
Pretty cool.
you could have a rifle when you're 18, but that varies from state to state.
Yes, but I live in the state of Florida. Florida does not allow that. Unless you have exclusive licensing, which I got from school.
For a place as safe as it is, you do see some strange stuff happening in Florida.
Florida is not safe.
Yeah. Florida's fucking crazy. Moving on though. Gran, do you want to talk about that subject or do you want to leave that one?
Which subject?
Dumb
Room
roads.
9.
Room 9.
Oh, the Room 9
Do you want to talk about that or no?
I can. Both of them. Both of them were jokes and bored. We were bored people that were in a furry convention world. And we found the camera in there, so we just went about and like pretended to be filming a porno, and it was just doing dumb shit with each other. It doesn't even have anything bad in it. Like it was all just like fake everything. Yeah. It was a very long while ago.
See, with the quality of how it was, it'd be qualified as a PG at most.
Mm-hmm. And people try to like use the existence of the memory of this thing as like their way to like get it. It was like, yeah, they did this thing, but like had no proof and also had no idea what it was that they were talking about. So they got, fucking outplayed and that shit. Like, Room 9 has been a wacky thing.
It's like quite literally them just like for 10, like I forget how long it is, but it's not even, it's just them like saying the most generic porn like things. Like
just saying the most
Brother, I'm stuck.
Just saying the most generic porn lines that come out is like, the pizza's here. Or oh, fuck.
Maybe open up the present.
Now that was a shower.
We did film a Room 10 as well, which
oh god.
is no, it's I think no, Locke and I have the footage, but none of us have had the time to edit it yet. But it is quite literally just like the Christian family next door who hear what's going on, and are just like, no, not in my house.
Is that like a Big Mama reference?
No, we were just like, it'd be funny if we did that, and so we did it because we were bored.
Yeah.
But on the topic of Room 9, there isn't really that much.
No, that was really it. Now
Yes.
on to Withers, which was...
White Castle.
White
Oh, White
Castle. Do you want me
Castle
to
incident.
I can do
Do you want me to
Oh,
explain that?
I think I got this. I'm going to try to
You have to
explain
explain
this.
the part with Junie, too.
Yeah, the Junie thing. Oh, that
Junie and the trolley.
Junie the
So that's all you want me to start from the. You want me to
This
start from the very beginning? Okay.
I can.
Junie and the trolleys. Sorry, that's the actual statement.
Okay, so, fuck. All right, here I can sculpt this in my mind of this. What is it?
I just got requested to say this. God bless America.
God, Searin said that they requested it too, and I skipped over that for a reason. Fuck.
Unfortunate.
Good to continue. Good to continue.
So, the beginning. The early afternoon of July 4th, 2022? 2022.
No, it was the 5th.
No, it was the...
Oh yeah, because we were there the 4th of July.
It was the 5th. It was the 4th of July was when we went down in the limo.
Yeah, it was the 5th.
So the
It was
5th.
the next day.
The 5th.
And we left on the 6th.
We were getting driven there by Fukuro. And we had to have a bit of time trying to find a parking space first. And that was a journey in of itself of like, what would be the safest place to put this very inconspicuous white van that we all had to just fit ourselves into.
That it was 9 guys in a white van.
And we just... Rose was there too.
No, Rose was
Yeah. Rose was not there. Rose was with me.
Okay. So we were all just packed into this white van. We all go into the shadiest like back alley parking lot of like the actual parking garage that we decided to just not go into.
No, it was the next to what the Outworld. What's the name of the place?
It was
The
next
theme park
to-
place.
No, it was across the street from fuck, what's the name? The King Arthur's Castle.
That's it. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's it.
Because we wanted to see Caesar's palace. Right?
No, it's Excalibur. That's the name of it. Excalibur is the name of it. No, we were there because Panda wanted to ride on like a train, but there aren't any trains in Vegas. All they have is like two monorails, and they have they have.
So yeah, Panda and I were just vibing. We were vibing the entire way on the trains, but so that's where you go. So we get to this place. We get to this parking lot. We were walking along the side. All of us are very much not, like most of us were not in a good state of mind because a lot of us had been doing drugs, to varying degrees of excess, and I remember that.
It was like,
what was that, Jake?
like I say, it was like fucking being a teacher, like for a school trip. One person would be missing, and then the next thing you know, we come back and grab, like, go back.
That
and
was
grab
the
next
other
thing, you know,
thing.
somebody
Like,
else is gone.
That was
on one of the fucking days, we were walking through the casinos, and people just kept getting lost.
That was the same. No, that was the same day. That was the same day.
Fuck.
That was the same day for you guys. Because you guys were the ones who split up. I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, it was like we went over and we got on the trolley, and then we went all the way over to, I think it was the Mirage, and then we were all like, we're here now, let's just fucking look around for shit, because Tucker was the one, like, this was before we even parked. Tucker was like in the back of the van, like, "Yo, can we go stop at White Castle? I really want White Castle." And I was navigating, and I was like, "Okay, fine. Like, I'll see if there's one near us." The nearest one to us was on the strip, and I'd be like, "Okay, look, if we can find like another place you want, like while we're out and about, we'll go. But like White Castle is like on the strip, maybe not." And he wouldn't shut the fuck up while we were out there.
Actually,
Like,
He wasn't stopping while we were at
I
the
just
house.
realised. No, we did get the day wrong. It was the 4th of July. Do you know why?
no,
It
No,
was.
it wasn't.
No,
Do you remember?
it was.
The fireworks. The
The
fireworks.
fireworks were on the
busiest-
4th. That was when we had the party bus, like, limo thing, and
That's a
we went out
different-
to the restaurant.
Oh,
That wasn't the
yeah.
trolley day.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
It was the
Yeah,
5th
you're right,
because I was
yeah.
supposed to make steaks that night, but Tucker was insistent
Oh.
on White
White
Castle.
Castle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for interrupting. You can keep going, Grant.
I don't even remember where I was now. I was like walking out
We were
very
just
high,
about to get to the trolley part.
getting to the train station. We find, what was it? Was it free? Or did we have to get tickets? We had to get tickets, yeah.
No, it was free.
We
It was
had
free
to
for that
fight.
trolley one.
Yeah.
Little,
The trolley one was free, but then the second
yeah,
one.
the
Yeah.
monorail was like
Yeah, the
$5 for a ticket.
monorail. But on the trolley, these things are free, so we get up to our point. We want to be in one point, and we're all going to the same car for the first time. But we overshoot it, so we have to come back again. Because we think we left somebody. I think we left a couple of people
No, we
because
didn't.
like they didn't realize
No,
we're
we
supposed to
didn't.
get
I don't
on.
remember.
We did.
If we didn't, then
No,
okay.
we got everybody in there, but we just
Junie
went
told
2
me that he got
stops
like
too far.
jumped at the last minute or something.
That
Just
was
come up
coming
to
Let
back.
it be
That's
real quick. 'Cause
coming,
They're
yeah.
gonna go through this, and we're gonna get to the Junie part.
We're all on this train. We go back that way. We go back that way. We get back to where we actually want to get to. Get off. Go do our thing. Like what was it? We just wanted to go see something. What was it? Like we just wanted to go to Caesar's Palace like once and then come back. And we got on a
No, we went to the Mirage. I don't remember, but it's not really integral to the story.
Yeah.
So
It was the it was like the little cinema area thing, that big old round
Yeah,
area.
it was the cinema you guys went to go see. Then you guys went to White Castle.
Mhm. And we get back.
Tell us about the other.
We get back up onto the trolley section, and this time, one of the carts that we were going into had a bit of vomit on the ground, and you know me, I ain't no bitch, so I was just like, okay, I'll just go away from it, and like a couple of the other people stayed with me, but Junie was the outlier. He was the only one that didn't stay, and he decided to go to the other cart, and so he goes to the other cart, and the other cart's, fine. There's nothing in there. And we ride all the way back to where we're going, and then we all get up, and we're ready to get out, and the doors open, and we see Junie walking out with the biggest smile on his face with his phone in his hand, and he drops it, and it slides itself right into the darkest, dirtiest looking vomit that's on the ground.
No, thing is, he didn't walk out. He hopped out of the tram and
Yeah,
it fell out
he
of his
jumped
pocket.
out and it fell.
Yeah, he
That
jumped
was
out and it fell out
also
of his pocket.
karma.
Yeah, thing is, it was literally
Karma.
like it was in slow motion because we just watched him jump out. The phone just literally slides across the floor into the biggest pile of dirty fucking vomit I've ever seen.
It smelled so
didn't know
bad.
what the fuck it was.
It was so
I
rancid.
was like, oh my god.
All I can remember is you guys coming back to the house and Junie being so fucking pissed. Like, that trip was shit. I had to wash my phone. Junie was so ticked. He was so ticked the dog smoked 3 blunts in like a minute.
Yeah.
He was so ticked. He took
It got to the point.
as much of the fucking weed as he could.
You know it's that bad when you have to go ask a janitor who has no idea who you are. Could they get a cloth? He's just running around the place trying to find a janitor.
The train station attendant was just sitting there minding his own business. And you have to go up there, this random British person being like, hello, can we get a rag for his phone?
I did, yeah.
He dropped it in.
I did. You know, I went and asked some people as well, and they were like, no.
We had to find somebody somewhere that had like cleansing or alcohol, alcoholic wipes. And so we had to go into one of the other casinos again, and that's where we started getting lost.
I would have.
Yeah, I think it was
Junie, I'm imagine how terrified he was to hold his phone up to his face after that. It's just like, if you don't clean it right, that smell sticks, and it gets worse because it's acid, like stomach bile.
I wonder if he's still worried about his phone, actually. I wonder if
I
he's
don't want to think about it.
It depends on the phone case, because some materials absorb
He might got a new
smell.
phone.
He didn't have a
It
case.
wasn't in a phone case.
The dog didn't have a case.
Mm-hmm.
That's on
It
him.
was, yeah. But okay,
That's on him.
we can keep going with it because that's not even the end.
Yes, a white cat.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah, we go into one of these fucking casinos so that we can get Junie alcoholic wipes, and so we can use the restroom. And so we go inside, and Tucker's just going on and on still about White Castle, and we're just like, I was the one who cracked, you know, because everybody was more or less just going in the directions that I felt like going, and it was just like, that's fine. So it was just whatever whatever was going to be decided at that point was just like, okay, if he really wants it, let's just get it for him so he stops asking about it. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
I felt
no,
like the father
but that
while
was the whole
extremely
thing, like,
intoxicated.
We got him the White Castle. Them bitches made him throw it out at the airport. They made him throw out the lunchbox.
What?
He bought a because it had food in it. It was a limited. It had food in it, so they made the fucking throw out the lunchbox. We didn't know that part.
Wait, I didn't know there was food in the lunchbox. Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why I was telling you guys. White Castles is just gimmick crystals. Crystals has the lunch boxes, and they say crystals on them, and they're just dinky little boxes that no one expects anything. The only reason they have fancy White Castle ones is because of the fact that White Castle gets notice in that side of the country.
Okay, do you know where I wanted to go though? Because we went on a very long trek just to get there. Like, we got lost multiple times trying to get into a hotel.
We
ended
went
up
on the
going
whole
to,
the whole hero's journey for that fucking shit. We went on the whole hero's journey to get White Castle. Like, we went through 2 different casinos. We had to cross this giant bridge with harpy women that had bird feathers coming out of them.
Okay,
You're not even mentioning that part. You gave them how much money did you give them?
I told.
That whole time,
we paid nothing.
I appreciated you guys solving all the problems and issues.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Ben was out of it.
That was me. I had to solve that
here's the
shit,
thing.
and I was the worst.
No, but you guys all came back.
I remember.
And you tell me about all the shit that happened, and I just look at y'all. I'm a little peeved at the shit, but at the same time, I'm laughing at y'all asses because y'all paid the flamingo chicks. Yo, what they do isn't even sanctioned. It's illegal.
No, you say that. You say that. Only one of us paid. We didn't. None of us paid.
We didn't
Only
pay.
one person paid.
Yeah, one person paid.
Yeah. One person.
Tucker.
Still
Oh my
illegal.
god. Fucking Tucker.
Tucker paid them. Tucker.
No, but here's the thing that I know, I know why he paid. I don't
do it.
And because
Tucker was trying to get some bitches on his
No,
dick
it's
that
because
night.
no, it was. I don't know. No, but it was I know specifically he was the one who paid because then he immediately started talking to them about Omega Mart.
No.
I was just sitting. I was standing over in the corner. Can we please go, guys? Please, can we just get the fuck out of here? And then they made me take a picture.
There's a
I still
picture.
have them. I still have those pictures. I still have it.
I want to make a statement of what Junie. Oh, where'd you want to go?
We were walking past it. We went past this restaurant, and I was very curious. It starts with a H.
Why are you looking at me?
So many fucking
I don't
restaurants.
remember. I don't remember the restaurant.
Yeah, there's like hundreds of restaurants with age.
Oh yeah, Hooters. Okay.
Oh, you wanted to go to
Yeah,
Hooters.
the Hooters.
No, there was. I remember this. There was another completely separate fucking part to this story, in where we went. We were trying to get to White Castle, but we went to the furthest point of a different casino and had to walk all the way back through the fucking casino just to get to where we wanted to go. That was irritating.
We almost went through a fucking illegal car park, didn't we? Because we ended up going off off the pavemented road and just down the side.
I said it
of
was a good idea, and I still believe it was a good idea.
Okay, I will make the statement. It was so fucking funny, just dealing with you guys with this shit. Because everyone's like, we're coming back, we're coming back. Yo, by the time you guys got home, the fucking, like, I don't know what the fuck y'all did, but everything was hard. It was dark. Y'all left at, like, noon, and you didn't come home until 8.
Y'all making me not feel confident about this next trip. Like, I might not. I can't
be
do
confident.
it. I can't.
Listen, the thing of Vegas for us was a learning experience.
It's the meme of them all being high doing this. Yeah, it's a learning experience. It's the first community one.
Let's just
I'm
say
a
those that
dickhead.
weren't high.
I'm just saying, fuck y'all and leave. I'm going home.
Okay,
no,
you could figure out how to go home. It'd be on you.
There was, you could do an easy, you could have done by the end of the trip, like by the end of that entire White Castle trip, the comparison of how we started versus how we were at that point. Fucking what people were just very like.
Everyone was disappointed.
By the way, pause.
Everyone came back home disappointed besides Tumor.
The dog is up. The dog is up, and he's on his way.
But we were gonna end soon.
Siren just told me they're in the VC.
We were gonna end soon.
I do have one thing. I do have an aspect to that story that I do want to add. And it was more like kind of like personal towards me, but like as we were going about that whole White Castle journey, it was like, you remember how I was like fucking dead that entire time, and I was just like I could barely stand up. So the night before, we had spent it on the strip in Vegas, and it was like a huge fucking crowd. From that crowd, I got COVID, and I didn't realize it until like 2 days later that like I had it as I was in an airport, which is the worst place to find out that you might have COVID. But it was essentially, I was walking with them for 8 hours in the Las Vegas heat with COVID, and I was just like fucking dying. But the thing of it as well is that I didn't think it was COVID because Jack fucking convinced me that I got contact high from Junie blowing vapes in my face.
Yeah. No.
Good job, Jack.
This is the whole statement I will make on this. Is that whole thing came down, everyone started checking if they had COVID, everyone came up positive. I take one, I come up negative. I was the only
I didn't
fucker
come up
who spent
positive.
so much time with this bitch before my plane left. You weren't there on the day of the plane.
No, you didn't spend so much time. No, Jack and Panda spent the most time with me that day.
Yeah.
And I was with Panda.
Because we were just spent like, we were with for 2 hours. For
You
2
weren't
hours
with
straight,
Panda?
me, Danger, and
Yeah, it
Panda
was.
were just in the air.
Not with the whole
I
plane.
dragged you to Cinnabon.
Not the plane.
Yeah,
The band.
We waited through.
No
We
matter
waited
what,
through
we were
customs together and
screwed.
everything.
Our smoke circles had baited us.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, the
Your
first
guys'
one,
oh
it
my
wasn't that
god.
bad.
You guys smoking was a whole nother fucking thing. Like, between the gummies, the chocolate, the weed, the seeds.
Seeds.
Yo,
Okay, only
remember that.
2 people had seeds. Wait, who had seeds that night? Who
Me.
had them that night?
Me
Yeah, it
and
was Panda and
Band.
Grand.
Yeah.
Or, no, I thought Panda had
Didn't
one.
Junie have one?
No, Panda didn't.
I don't believe so.
Maybe?
I think he had one.
I didn't.
He was
No,
talking
Panda
about
had
it.
one of the
Too, but I
seeds.
didn't.
Panda had one.
Mm-hmm.
Because you convinced
See, I
Panda
was
to get
going to.
crossfaded.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He
I
needs
feel like it
to
was
break
only
away.
Grand.
Yeah, see, the thing is, though, I was going to, but after the second night, after almost feeling as if I couldn't feel anything on, like, my body whatsoever, and just almost just laying in bed, almost having like a heart attack, I was just going, that, literally in the video, where you see me in the
Seeds.
bed and you see that like Savage like he just drops to the floor. You see me in the background, just like that's me in pain. I'm just like.
Yeah, we just
literally in the video.
continuously harass Jack.
Literally,
Like,
yeah, no, literally
that's
in
their
the
whole
video.
thing.
That's not
They
me trying to
all were
relax. That's me
smoking
just
all
like
day, every day. We were playing fucking Smash. They were smoking.
I'm talking about the grocery store run, cause like Junie and Ben like called me on the Discord and said, "Hey yo, we getting groceries," and sent me a picture, and they got so much fucking spam. Why?
Oh no.
There was no
dude.
spam.
I get so much.
I don't remember any
spam.
No. Do you not remember Danger? Do you not remember?
No,
There was
I
sausage
ate
and bacon.
literally nothing.
No,
I
it was
literally ate
spam.
nothing while we were there from you guys.
Brandon Junie grabbed spam and put it in the cart and sent me a picture.
Guys, I can tell you now, I can confirm with you, we had spam. Do you know why? Because I said, what is this salty piece of shit?
We did have spam.
Yeah, I ate the spam.
I told you not,
We put it with rice.
I told
We
you
put it
not
with
to
the
get it.
rice.
Was that
didn't we?
breakfast? What
feel
day
like
did you guys eat that? Because I wasn't there for that.
I'll be honest with you,
It
I
was
liked it, but I'm also like rice, Filipino, Asian people, rice.
That's me. Yo, that's me all the way, my G. I'm sorry. I'm Puerto Rican and Irish. Rice is part of my fucking blood, and so is spam.
Mm-hmm.
So is Guinness.
Everybody was like, ugh, yeah, I like it.
I like
Yes.
spam.
I don't like. I haven't
So
drank
when people say too salty, all I think of is soy sauce.
It is bad.
That's true.
And I love soy
No,
sauce.
it's not soy sauce.
I see. I'm a heathen, and I put spam and ketchup sometimes.
I fucking love that. Spam, ketchup, and eggs.
What the fuck?
That shit smacks.
Yeah.
I could go make
You know
spam right
what?
now.
Mind my business.
I could go make spam right now.
I could make
Wait.
spam right now. I could make
Yo.
the blue tuna.
It's 1 a.m. The Family Dollar next door to me is open. I could go buy spam and vanilla sausages, and make some yellow rice.
Sounds like we gotta end the stream, boys. I'm sorry, Junie.
Yeah, bring you in.
Yeah.
Hey, more sleep for me.
That's what you need, boy.
No, I'm not gonna make food
Nose
tonight.
nice.
I
Take
am.
care.
I make the statement. I ordered Arby's earlier, and I still have a turkey sandwich sitting in a bag, literally like 10 feet that way.
Okay. Thankfully, I didn't get fucking follow botted this time. Yay.
Oh, I did good this stream. I almost made it to 50 in a month. Tomorrow I'm at the horror game.
I
Well, who wants
I've
to
had
do the
2
outro today?
followers.
Vemon, do the outro.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Okay. I really don't know the outro. I've never
Get
fucking fully
fucked.
paid attention to the
Just
outro.
figure it out.
Wait, we should probably have everyone else do their, say like theirs, and then Vimon be the final.
No,
Yeah.
he has to be the one to go
That's
around the
bad.
table.
Fine.
He has to be the one to go around the table.
Fuck.
Oh, go ahead.
Fuck. Let me get the camera ready.
I got the camera already. Just say the shit direct.
Hey, yo, Jack. We're heading out.
Why you put it on me? Why you? I've already done mine. Well, I mean, I already did it. Like
We'll
last
do it again.
What the fuck is your...
Again?
Fucking do it, rat.
Well, okay. Okay then. Thank you for joining the Syndicast episode 4, Just to Chill. Hopefully, you've learned a little bit about us more and characteristics. They do like being high sometimes, but other than that, they're a good bunch of fellows.
I like
Where can they follow you? Where can,
Love
where
you,
can they find
manifesto.
But yes,
Where can
if
they find you?
were going to, you could find me at, well, at Discord / what is the fuck? How do you say it?
Mortesian.
Say it.
Discord.gg/Mortesian.
And that is a link. Also, yes, do feel free to join the syndicate if you're not already. But this has been Syndicast episode 4, and hope you had yourself a nice day. Ta-ta.
Jack, that wasn't the. You weren't supposed to do the whole outro.
That wasn't. He wasn't. He fucking was. He fucked it up. He fucked it up. It's okay. Fuck it. It's fine.
Wait, I'm not supposed to do the whole
It's supposed to be your outro. It's supposed to be you getting your outro for yourself.
It's okay. It's okay, Jack. You don't gotta do no more. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You did your best. You did your best.
Please
Come on, man. Where can they find you at?
alone.
It's Jack. It's It's supposed to be like, hey, my name's Indominus Jack. You can find me here. I hope you have a great rest of your day. On to my co.
He fucked up.
You can just edit it in post.
It was a good outro though. So,
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Just wrong times.
Yo, shut the fuck up. The longer we argue, the longer this has to go on.
Yo,
The amount of pity.
Huh?
it's not pity. It's not pity.
I was giving band. They're too high.
Definitely pity.
He's the artificer.
Band, go to band.
Hello, Miss Shion.
Go to band.
Ben doesn't want to talk. I've been talking to Ben. Ben, where the fuck can they find you?
Oh. What? No. Oh, I need to do this.
What?
What?
You don't let us talk. Where can they find you?
Do your outro. Where can we find you, band?
Damn.
Where can we find your social?
Discord.gg/Mortesian. Discord.gg/Serpents.
Yeah, some good surf.
About it. That's literally about it right now.
Fox.
Or if you want to buy one of mine.
So, Ayo, my name's Shion Luna, also known as Foxtail_Games. You can find me there on Twitch with that same exact name. Hit me up, give me a follow. But at the same time, keep an eye out for our sponsors that we're going to be getting here soon.
I guess Fox King. I forgot the fucking your phrase.
Ayo, yeah, Fox Gang.
That was better.
Gang.
What's up, King Ben? What's good?
Every day I'm surrounded more and more by people I want to destroy.
I know, right? You got some business to handle, so let's try this out.
Let's go. Thank you all for watching. I am Grand Vita Mortem, Kingpin, CEO, founder of the Mortesian Syndicate, and all the various things that occur within the Mortesian Syndicate, etc., etc. I am the feather ruffler. I am the violence creator, etc., etc., head DM, so on and so forth. Find me at discord.gg/Mortesian, twitter.com, Grand Vita Mortem, YouTube, sometimes, and the Mortesian Syndicate YouTube. The Mortesian Syndicate Twitter, too. All those things. Follow everything. And squibs. Some squibs.
Hello. You can find me on King Black on Twitch. King Black Vmon. Join the Syndicate and Serpents. That's pretty much my outro. I'm already tired. Can we go now? Are we done? Fuck, bro.
No, we still got.
Dark side.
Now we gotta say goodbye to the audience. Good night, audience.
Goodbye, our lovely audience.
What?
Have a great night. Sleep well.
Okay, Mickey.
You all are going to Midnight Munchies Manifesto.
And don't let everything bite you in your ass.
Oh, nice, dude.
Thank you for ensuring we get taken down by Disney.
Oh, God.
I love that boy.
Now, if we kindly can be done with this and get back to work.
Did I ever say
Everybody, raid Midnight Munchies Manifesto if you can.
Time for work.
Fuck this.
Have a good night, everybody.
I had 3 people, and they were all who you had already.
Good morning. Hey, yo, I got